Hello children, how are you? I hope you all are doing well. So children, do you think that English gives us good moral values and also tells us lot of things, that have happened in other people's life, and we of course learn a lot from them as well? Yes. So children, let's talk about our parents in this chapter. So do you think कि it is your duty, okay, जब आपके पेरेंट्स बूढ़े हो जाते हैं, so it becomes your duty to take care of them? Alright, so let's talk about this thing in this chapter called the share. So it is a part of our responsibility, the share of our responsibility to take care of our elders. Alright, so let's begin by reading the prologue. We should make sure that parents are provided with the best elderly care. They raise us and make sacrifices for children and the family for years to make sure that their children grow up to be the person that they aspire to be. We need to provide them the best care because they deserve it. Taking care of your parents is an expression of love and devotion to them before anyone else. It's a way of giving them back all the love and effort they showered us with while raising us. So, children, पेरेंट्स की देखभाल करना हमारे लिए उतना ही इम्पॉर्टेंट है जितना उनके लिए इम्पॉर्टेंट था टू लुक आफ्टर अस. ओके, दे हैव मेड अस व्हाट वी आर टुडे. ओके, हैड दे नॉट ब्रॉट अस अप वेल, आज हम स्ट्रगल करते. ओके, दे हैव टेकन गुड केयर ऑफ अस. उन्होंने हमें प्यार से संभाला, अच्छे से बड़ा किया. सो इट इज़ नाउ आवर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कि जब वो बूढ़े हो जाते हैं, दे आर इन दैट एज वेयर दे नीड आवर support. Okay, so that's when we should stand for them at all times. All right, now let's do this warm up. How do you take care of elders in your family? Isn't it selfishness not to take care of your parents? Share your opinion. So children, आपको क्या लगता है कि how should you look after your elders? Okay, आपको लगता है कि not taking care of them is being selfish? So discuss with your friends and your teachers. Now, let's read this beautiful chapter. When he arrived unexpectedly at his home in the countryside in his office car and got down at the gate, his mother, who was lying in an armchair on the veranda, made a futile attempt to get up. Kamla, there is somebody at the gate, she said. Somebody is in the car. Kamla, her eldest daughter, a widow who was sitting huddled up on the thinner on the veranda, her head and ears covered with a thin bath towel, got up reluctantly, walked slowly to the gate, and screwing up her eyes peered into the darkness. She saw a bald, fat, middle-aged man walking in through the gate. "Oh, Gopi," she said in her grating voice. "Why this sudden unexpected visit?" So, this person Gopi, he goes to see his mother. ओके, तो उसकी मम्मी जो है शी वॉज स्ट्रगलिंग टू गेट अप फ्रॉम द आर्म चेयर व्हेन ही रीच्ड नियर द गेट. तो वो अपनी बेटी को बोलती है, जो एक विडो है, उनको कहती है कि गो एंड सी हु इट इज़. सो जब वो कमला, उसकी सिस्टर, जब वहाँ पे पहुँचती है तो देखती है कि उसका भाई आया है गोपी. ओके, एंड वो पूछती है कि अचानक से कैसे यहाँ पे आए. सो कमला, हु इज़ इट? हर मदर आस्क्ड लाउडली फ्रॉम द वरांडा. "Gopi," the man said. "There was a meeting in Thiruvananthapuram. I just dropped in on my way back." "Who? Kamla, who is it?" There was a note of alarm in Amma's voice. "Amma, why are you so scared?" Kamla, Gopi's eldest sister, asked her a little awkwardly, as if you're seeing Gopi for the first time. "Amma, it's me, Gopi," he said again. He bent down and brought his face close to her wrinkled cheeks. "Amma, it's me. Gopi? Kamla, I can't believe it. Has his school closed for vacation?" Amma is often like these days. She doesn't recognize anybody, Gopi's sister explained. So, when Kamla told the mother, okay, that Gopi, her brother, had come, she was a little surprised ki, who's Gopi? You know, she was a little that. So she was like, the way she was looking at him, Kamla was also surprised ki what has happened, and Gopi was also wondering कि ये क्या हो गया. So he said that I had come here for some work, so I thought I should drop in at home. तो जब अम्मा जब उसके फेस पे हाथ लगाती है तो वो मतलब ही इज़ ऑल्सो शॉक दैट शी इज़ नॉट रिकग्नाइज्ड हिम, और वो पूछती है कमला से कि क्या उसके स्कूल के वेकेशंस चालू हो गए जो यहाँ पे आया है वो। तब कमला कहती है उसके भाई से कि अम्मा को आजकल कुछ भी याद नहीं रहता है, ओके, शी डजंट रिमेंबर एनीथिंग एंड शी डजंट रिकग्नाइज एनीबडी, बट समटाइम्स हर मेमोरी इज क्वाइट शार्प. Then she asked me if you have sent any letter. I tell her everything is fine with you. Vimla and the kids, what is the point of telling her that you haven't written for a year? Poor thing, I wouldn't dream of making her unhappy. So, वो कहती है बट कभी कभी उसकी मेमोरी काफ़ी शार्प होती है, ओके. तो जब वो पूछती है कि कोई लेटर आया है तुमसे, तो मैं उनको झूठ मूठ का ही बोलती हूँ कि हाँ हाँ वो ठीक है, विमला ठीक है, उनके बच्चे ठीक हैं, ओके. अब इनसे मतलब व्हाट इज़ द पॉइंट ऑफ टेलिंग दैट यू हैव नॉट रिटन इन ईयर्स. अब मुझे तो झूठ मूठ का बोलना ही पड़ेगा, ओके, बिकॉज हाउ कैन आई कीप हर अनहैप्पी. I got a promotion last year. After that, I'm always on my toes, and there are toes quite often. I don't get any time to write letters. Why don't you ask Vimla to write, or doesn't she get any time to? What are you mumbling over there? Amma said loudly. So वो कहता है कि उसकी बहन को कहता है कि मेरा लास्ट ईयर प्रमोशन हुआ था एंड आई एम ऑलवेज ऑन अ टूरिंग जॉब, तो इसकी वजह से मुझे टाइम नहीं मिलता है. तो कहती है जैसे वो बहन है, सो ऑब्वियसली शी इज़ टॉकिंग टू हिम अ लिटिल सार्केस्टिक कि व्हाई कांट यू आस्क योर वाइफ टू राइट, ओके, वो भी बिजी है. तो अम्मा उसको पूछती कि क्या हो रहा है वहाँ पे, क्या तुम लोग मम्मल क्या कर रहे हो. आई हर्ड समबडी कमिंग इन अ कार, हु इज़ इट? I told you, it's Gopi. But Gopi is in Delhi, isn't he? Yes, Amma, it's me. I have come from Delhi. Who did Gopi marry? Amma said, suddenly lowering her voice. I mean, what's his wife's name? Don't say you have forgotten her name too. Don't you remember Vimla, district collector, Nambia's eldest daughter? Gopi's sister said. Oh, I forgot the name. Was there a letter from Gopi today? There was. He writes every day. So now this is a conversation between the mother. You know, mother has forgotten everything. उनको कुछ ज़्यादा याद नहीं है ना, उनको अपने बेटा कहाँ, मतलब उनको याद है कि बेटा दिल्ली में रहता है, ना उनको अपनी बहू का नाम याद है, ना उसको कोई और चीज़ याद है, ओके. तो उसको लगता है कि ही सेंड्स हर अ लेटर एवरी डे. तो वो पूछती रहती कमला को कि क्या गोपी ने कोई लेटर भेजा है. Okay, now let's track your performance through the performance tracker. Quickly answer these questions and then move ahead. Alright, I am terribly upset if I don't get a letter from him every day. He knows it. That's why he writes every day. Look at the way she talks. Gopi's sister turned to him. Just as I told you, you know nothing about what's going on here, do you? Who is that? Amma said again. Who is that in a car? So, Amma जो है उसकी मेमोरी कम हो गई है, उनको रियलाइज़ नहीं हो रहा है कि जो मतलब उनको जवाब देने के बाद भी वो सेम सवाल पूछती रहती है बिकॉज शी डजंट रिमेंबर, ओके. एंड देन यू नो गोपी इज़ क्वाइट इन अ शॉक टू सी दिस बिहेवियर. और कमला उसको बोलती है कि तुम्हें क्या पता यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, ओके. हु इज़ योर अम्मा? व्हाट इज़ हर नेम? वेयर डज शी लिव? Is it far from here? So again जो अम्मा होती है वो सेम सवाल फिर से पूछती है कि मैंने देखा कोई तो गाड़ी में आया. So who is it? Okay. So फिर गोपी कहता है कि it's me. Gopi said, I had come to Thiruvananthapuram. I thought I should drop in to see you, Amma. Who is your Amma? What is her name? Where does she live? Is it far from here? No, it is quite near. I don't know how I can bring her memory. Gopi's sister said to him exasperatedly. Gopi placed his briefcase on the thinner. He opened it and pulled out the contents, clothes, files, a shaving set. Do you know my son Gopi? Amma asked him. He is in Delhi, a government officer. He has Kesari Yogam. He draws a salary of 2,500 rupees. Do you know him? Yes, I know him. Tell him to send me a blanket. There is a cold mist in the mornings. If I catch cold, it doesn't leave me for a long time. Tell him to send a blanket, won't you? A red one. I had a blanket, the one he brought for me when he was studying in Madras. It is all tattered now, just a ball of knotted yarn. Tell him to send me a red blanket, will you? So now Gopi is a little shocked, and his sister is also feeling helpless कि मैं क्या करूँ कि अम्मा की मेमोरी वापस आ जाए. और फिर वो जो अम्मा होती है वो पूछने लगती है गोपी से कि क्या तुम्हें पता है मेरा बेटा दिल्ली में रहता है एंड ही इज़ डूइंग वेल, वो एक गवर्नमेंट जॉब करता है और उसने ना लास्ट टाइम मुझे ब्लैंकेट भेजा था व्हेन ही वाज इन मद्रास. तो अब वो जो ब्लैंकेट है वो ख़राब हो गया, इट इज़ ऑल टोन एंड टैटर्ड. विल यू प्लीज़ आस्क हिम टू सेंड मी अ ब्लैंकेट, अ रेड कलर्ड ब्लैंकेट. सुबह के वक्त काफ़ी ठंड लगती है इसे. So she is like asking him for a blanket and all. So he says, I'll tell him. He nodded. Please don't forget to tell him. The mist is not good for me. I think I'll stretch myself out for a bit. But I have been sitting too long in the armchair. I have a pain in the neck. Gopi's sister put Amma to bed and came back to the veranda. You didn't come to see Amma, did you? So it's like, अम्मा उसको ये कहती है और उसको बोलती है कि अब मैं ना अंदर जाके लेट जा क्योंकि बहुत देर से मैं यहाँ पे बैठी हूँ. और फिर वो कमला जो है उनको लेके अंदर चली जाती है और फिर वो बाहर आके गोपी से पूछती है कि आप अम्मा को देखने तो नहीं आए थे ना, राइट? So Delhi is too expensive. I have 4 children to look after now. I can't make both ends meet with my salary, and one has to keep one's status. It will be great help if I can raise some money by selling my share of the family property. I came to talk it over with you. You'll sell your land and go away with the money. I know you won't come here anymore after that. Don't say that. I'll come when I get time. Your time. He saw the irritation on his sister's face. It took you more than 5 years to find time to come here. Amma is 83 now. I don't think she will pull on much longer. It took you so long to visit her after the last time. But Amma can't remember who I am, he said, smiling feebly. But do you remember your Amma? So this is like a conversation where this child, this person, Gopi, has come to take a share of his property. Okay, but his sister says that if you take the property, you will never come back here. Okay, अभी अम्मा जो है, she is already 83. I don't know how long she will survive. But will you come again? It took 5 years for you to come here. और अब तुम इसके लिए आए हो because you are not able to meet your ends. तुम्हारी सैलरी तुम्हारे लिए सफिशिएंट नहीं है, इसलिए तुम बेच के प्रॉपर्टी बेच के पैसे लेने आए हो. So this is like the conversation between the brother and the sister, and Amma has lost her memory. So do you think it is right to do so, that you come only because you have a need and you never take care or ask about your parents? क्या आपको लगता है ये सही है? No, it is not right. It is your duty as a child to look after your parents. Even if you can't stay with your parents, you have to visit them. Okay, give them some comforts, give them good medicines, give them all the doctor visits whenever they need. You should be there for them. Okay, even if you can't stay with them, or keep writing to them or keep asking them. Okay, now with mobile and video calls, the world has come very close to each other, and we must ensure कि हम अपने पेरेंट्स की केयर करें. Alright, so children, do love your elders and do take good care of them. Okay, so now quickly reread this chapter, learn the difficult words, their meanings, and don't forget to do the back exercises.